Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 442 podcast. I'm Azar Mathani, and as always, I'm joined by the wonderful Tommy Sondi.
That's me.
And the effervescent Tony O.
Morning, boys. No, not effervescent this morning. Definitely not.
No.
Why not, Tony? Arsenal
I
are top
am
of the
buzzing
league.
from the results, yeah, but
There you go. Effervesce away.
Okay, I'll do my best. Yeah, it's been a long week and weekend, but football-wise, yeah, can't complain. Really enjoyed the football this weekend. I think.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know, I really enjoyed it this weekend.
It's not often that actually, I think Liverpool and City tends to live up to the billing over the years.
Yeah, their games have always been good.
Tend to be good games. So this one.
You know, I really enjoyed this weekend. I got to
Not
watch
watching
Chelsea play. You know, those weekends when we have a Monday fixture, some of the best weekends of football.
Wasn't it
that I
just spoil the
experienced
start
this
of your
season,
week though?
You know?
Like having them on Monday and like the whole world is
'cause
watching
it's the start-
Chelsea
It's the
just
start
shit
of
the
the
bed.
week, you know. There's
Yeah.
so
Well, you
many other
generally
things
accept
going
that
on.
Monday is going to be worse than the weekend anyway.
True.
Might as
That's
well
true.
cram all
Yeah.
the misery into one day, right?
That's true
Yeah.
too, right? Yeah, exactly.
Miserable game for a miserable day. Why not? Yeah.
Yeah. See? Yeah. Plus, you
Yeah.
lose an hour's sleep, this weekend, so you may just find that hour's sleep during the game. You know, that could just happen right there. So
It's really funny. I saw something. Pulisic scored this weekend. Kai scored this weekend. Timo Werner scored this weekend.
yeah,
Datro scoring this weekend, and all
I'm
goal
sure
scorers that
I'm sure
Chelsea could
Lukaku-
use. Yeah,
I'm sure Lukaku scored too. I'm sure he did
I
something.
think he did. Oh, he scored,
in midweek against
Yeah.
Brighton.
Midweek, yeah.
I don't remember Roma's results.
Former Chelsea
Hey,
player
I mean, he
scoring,
is. He's still on your books. Lukaku is still a current Chelsea player.
That's
So
nuts, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
is.
He gets asked that every interview. So, what are you gonna do when you go back to Chelsea, or when you go back to Chelsea again? And he keeps saying like, "Don't worry, all that's gonna be settled. Don't worry, it's all gonna be done." So, yeah. I mean, he's not gonna play for us ever again. Yeah.
Lukaku did not score this weekend, so there's some respite there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Relief. Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, let's get into it. Liverpool won, Man City won. The real winners of this game, Arsenal. But this was fun. This was chaotic.
Are they?
Are
they though?
Yeah,
Everyone's
Arsenal
saying
are the
that.
real winners.
Everyone's just saying Arsenal are winners, but I'm just like,
It's the perfect result for Arsenal. They get to go top of the table.
I will say, going into this, I did. If you asked me a week ago, I think I'd have preferred a Liverpool win. I'm watching Man City, and their players look shattered, man. They look absolutely exhausted, barring Erling and KDB for obvious reasons. Julian Alvarez cannot run at the moment. He was terrible yesterday. It was really obviously, I think he started most of their games, all but one of their games in the Premier League this season. Really showed. Whereas you have Liverpool, they're flying, man. What's the boy's name on the outside? The right back.
Bradley.
Connor Bradley.
Connor Bradley, yeah, the Robertson regen. Yeah, he's looking really good. They've just found players from so many different places. Even Kwanzaa had an okay game. A few hiccups here and there. But, yeah, Liverpool are growing. I don't know. I do think the draw ends up being it puts us top. Puts us in control of our destiny. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought win or lose is it's still so tight that it's there's no real winner from this game because
Yeah, but
everyone's still close.
it's not often, though, that you will have a weekend where both teams will draw points. You know what I mean? Every week I expect... Yeah, I expect Man City or Liverpool to win. So, in that sense, I get it.
We get one more of those, right? City, Arsenal.
Yeah, we get next game in what?
Or whenever that is.
Yeah.
I particularly loved about this game. Liverpool were the better team for sure.
They grew after the first 30 minutes. First 30 minutes, it was all City. But after that...
I mean, if Kelleher doesn't make that save on Foden,
yeah.
then Liverpool are in a pretty big hole at that point.
Yeah, I think he should have... Was that in the first half or in the second half? that one.
That was
Might
how
have-
this.
I thought
That was the second half. Yeah.
That was the
actually.
second half. I think
Yeah.
he should have squared
I
it.
thought Liverpool were 1-0 down at that point. I could be completely wrong.
It might have been. I don't
The
think
Stones,
so.
The Stones goal was in the first half. Remember the corner?
Yeah,
from,
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
I tell you what though, the real winner of this game is probably Jeremy Doku, because that man was guilty at the end, man. That should have been a penalty at the end on McAllister. Like, he just stuck his
100%.
foot through the man.
It's one of those where if they don't give the first penalty, they're giving that penalty. Like, it's very difficult for. Well, I don't know why I'm saying this, but we see very often that referees don't like giving 2 penalties in a game. We did have a situation where a team did get 2 penalties in a game, but that was pretty clear cut. This one, they found any excuse not to give it, and I don't know. I don't think you can kung fu kick a guy in the chest in the name of clearing the ball and you say it's not a foul. Like, he looked really sheepish.
They didn't
Yeah.
even like just let him go to the monitor, or like even
It's his
I mean, if
decision.
he does that. Yeah, it's for me. Like I saw it, like I was watching him, like yeah, that's a penalty, and then I
Yeah.
saw the replay, and I'm like, oh, he gets him right in the chest.
Could
But, like,
be, yeah.
no one's
could be
complaining.
yellow
Did
or
players
red.
really complain though? Like it didn't seem like the players really complained too much on the pitch. To me, like they kind of just went out. Oh, gave him the corner. You know what I mean? They kind of went on. It didn't feel like there was enough like sort of like fight for that.
It is a shit way to win the game, isn't it? Well, I mean, you take it, but
Oh, you take
Yeah.
it, 100%. You take it. It's shit way to win a game. Who cares? His face.
You let
though,
everyone
yeah.
else talk about about it being a shit way to win it. You just win it.
Yeah.
Liverpool, I mean, Diaz, man. He was incredible and so damn wasteful in
Oh
this
my
game.
god.
The 2
misses.
chances he had, the first one, I cannot believe he's not hit the target from there.
The one
It's
from
nuts.
Salah, right? The ball
Yeah.
from Salah. Yeah.
How are you missing the target from there? Like, just open up your body and curl it in or place it. It's
and
such
who was
a bad
who just
finish.
came in? The City backup keeper. What's his name again? I forget now.
Ortega.
Yeah.
He just got in. You know what I mean? Like he's a fresh
He
goalie.
did well,
like,
though. I mean, he did well in the game,
he did,
considering.
yeah.
I mean, we're
I
talking
mean,
about Ortega.
whose back pass was it? It was Ake's back pass,
Ake,
right? That led to
shocking
the
back
Liverpool
pass.
penalty.
But it's
Jesus.
such a crazy decision by Edison as well. He has these like Xhaka moments where he just completely loses. Nunez is not scoring from there. There's no chance Nunez is scoring from there. That ball is going out of play. Just let him go. You know what I mean? And he takes the touch. It almost feels like ages afterwards that Edison just decides to clatter through the guy. And I think that's when he hurt himself, right?
Yeah, he hurt himself fouling Nunez.
Yeah.
Disastrous, like 5 second span from
Great-
City
great
to
pen.
let Liverpool back in it. Yeah, very
Great
good pen.
pen.
Yeah.
From,
power.
McAllister.
Just power through. Yeah.
Because Ortega goes the right way and he still has no chance.
You know what I really loved about one of my favorite parts of this game? I mean, it was the Van Dijk versus Haaland 1v1 that we had. You just remember that? They had that little 1v1. When
I remember when Haaland gets his shot away.
he got a shot away. Yeah, it's just a fun. That was fun to see. Those two guys just at it for a little bit. It was really fun.
I feel like this Haaland guy, I don't remember him scoring a big goal in a big game. I may be wrong, but I can't think of a single moment where I'm like, stuffs on the line and Erling Haaland won them the game. For a guy who's, I feel like he stat pads a lot against the weaker teams. And then the big games, I just can't remember. I don't remember him scoring a big goal against Liverpool. Okay, he slaps up United every now and then. But that's not really a
Hey,
big game
he
anymore.
didn't even slap us up last game. He had the chance. He didn't slap us up. It was Foden.
Didn't he score? He scored in that
Yeah,
game.
but Amrabat.
Yeah,
gave
but that's
him a
not.
goal.
I don't.
Yeah,
count that.
what
That's
I
not a
mean
big
is,
goal.
I said he stat pads.
It's
You're confirming my argument.
Amrabat assisted him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm not arguing against you
Yeah,
on this because
yeah.
I'm trying to think of a time. The problem is I can't remember who scores goals for City in any given big
It's
game.
usually KDB, Foden,
Or Rodri. It's
or Rodri. Yeah, these are the guys. Like with Haaland, for a guy that people keep saying Ballon d'Or winner, I'm like, I don't know that I really see it. He just feels like a guy that beats up the.
He didn't do much.
You know
this
what?
game.
He's gonna hear this and he's gonna score so many goals
Against us, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Please.
But I don't know. Even when he has scored against us, he scored us against us last season, but I don't know, man. I just feel like, yeah, I want to see more from the guy.
As a fan of a team he has scored a hat trick against, I don't think I can shit on much. I'm not in a position to do that, so I'll let you do that, and I'll let you deal with the consequences. Because we've already played him twice this season. Considering we're likely to go out of the FA Cup next weekend, I don't think we'll be seeing him again.
You play Liverpool?
Yeah, we do.
At Anfield?
Fucked. No idea, but I don't think it matters.
I feel like you guys might do something.
No! Just
I feel like you might
get
do
out of here.
something. I don't know why.
Nah, we ain't doing shit.
What
You
do you
guys-
think of?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what do you think of KDB's reaction to getting subbed off? He was pretty pissed, eh?
I felt they
Came
played
quick.
better when he came off.
Yeah, they were. They actually
Yeah.
were. Yeah.
He doesn't play like a midfielder anymore. He plays like a striker. Like he plays like Bruno
He's slow.
Fernandes.
He's slow. That's why.
I don't think it's that. I feel like he vacates midfield a lot now, right? Like
It's because of the haircut, isn't it?
the haircut's weighing him
He's a
down.
striker. Yeah.
He
was
makes
was.
him think
this
he's a
game,
striker.
though. Like I watched him play. He was struggling to beat any man on the run. He was getting frustrated because he was losing the ball a few
Beat
times.
any man on the run. Yeah. I don't think that's
he
KDB
wished-
though. Yeah.
But he wished, like I'm saying, he wasn't at his best. So
You
it
know,
was like,
100%.
Yeah.
He had that overlap. I can't remember who had the ball. Maybe it was. I don't think it was Alvarez. I can't remember who had the ball. Where he clipped it to the back post, and he just played it over the keeper and out of play. Walker had one in a similar situation where he got the cross horribly wrong. KDB would have been there for the tap-in. Very clever set piece though that they scored from.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was gonna say he still got an assist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ake shielding, bullying really McAllister at the near post for John Stones to score. I always like seeing set pieces like that. It feels like a futsal set piece. Like,
it was well worked. But like,
Yeah.
I think Liverpool definitely come out of this game thinking, damn, like
Yeah,
we
it's drop
dropped 2
points.
points. We
It's drop
dropped 2
points.
points here. You know what I mean? Like
I think they
yeah.
should have won. You have to win that game for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
it's-
I agree.
with that level of dominance, to only score from a penalty is poor. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like the chances they had. Yeah, I mean, they interviewed Van Dijk afterwards. He wasn't really happy. He was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, we should have won. Like, we need to score. You know, you can't keep relying on him to come and score goals. So, yeah.
No, you're right. He's
Great
right.
result for City, I think, in the grand scheme of things. Pep still hasn't won there at Anfield, so I think
Really?
he ta-
Okay. Damn.
I
That's
think he takes a
some
point. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, he keeps everything in. It's not only in Arsenal hands; it's also still completely in City's hands as well, right? Because they play Arsenal after the international break.
yeah. I was wondering if it's in Liverpool's hands in any way, but I don't. I think they've played us both twice. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Interestingly,
what is
City have not won a lot of big games this season. In fact, they haven't won any so far.
What do you mean? They beat us twice.
Yeah, I knew you were going to do that to yourself. Yeah.
Can't help myself. Let's move on. Arsenal 2, Brentford 1. A late Kai Havertz winner in
Yeah.
this one. Rescuing the points for Arsenal. Sending them top of the table. Tony, you bastard.
that?
Yeah, Kai has 4 in his last 4. 6 goal contributions in that time.
That's summer
8 goals
signing.
for the season, I think.
In the
He's
Yeah.
matched
Good.
he's matched his best Premier League season for Chelsea.
Yeah, absolutely. He's looking. You know, at the start we were like, okay, we're starting to see him look like an Arsenal player. He's actually now looking like one of the best players in the team. The only thing, this brother cannot finish, man. If he could finish, he'd be excellent. But my God, he cannot. There was a chance he had in the first half where Jorginho plays him through, who's also been excellent, by the way. Tries to chip it over the keeper.
Why am I hearing all these former Chelsea players just being excellent, scoring goals, doing well?
Hey, Tommy, if it helps, Mason Mount has not been excellent.
Well, he's not played. Where is
It's the
Miss?
one
Actually, Where is Mason Mount? And where's
He's got a calf
Malacia?
injury. He's supposed to come back after the international break. Tyrone Malacia might not exist. I'm not sure.
There's so many. I posted one in the group chat. I just see all these conspiracy theories about Malacia. And I'm just like, man.
Well, what actually happened with Malacia is he got hurt in preseason, needed knee surgery. The surgery did not go well. Then he got that fixed, was getting back, and then had a setback once he started getting back onto grass.
How do you know?
And now is out for the rest.
Look at you
that
saying
is
that's
just what I have read
actually,
reported.
You said that's what
that is what I
actually
have read
happened.
reported. Hey,
I've read my own reports.
All the information. Who am I? Who am I to challenge your own research?
Tony said his own research. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says in Witsec. So
Yeah. Tyrone Malacia doesn't exist.
Yeah.
The Earth is flat. Coming soon.
Yeah. Ramsdale, man.
Oh boy.
This guy is shit. I don't care. We made a few saves in this game, but I'm sorry. This guy is shit.
He's had
no
2
confidence.
games this season. He's tried to sabotage us. No, not 2 games this season. 2 games this. Since being dropped, he's had 2 games, and he's tried to sabotage us twice.
I love it.
You can see, so in the Sheffield United game, it just dawned on me that okay, Ramsdale's not going to play. Ramsdale's going to play because Raya's unavailable against Brentford, and automatically I know that changes our style of play completely because we use Ramsdale as an outfield player and build up. Ramsdale will never do that. We use Raya as an outfield player.
Yeah.
But it was so clear. He just kept going long all game. And the moment that park pass went back to Ramsdale, I look at the clock and I'm like, fuck. He's going to do something stupid. Right away, there's no danger. Saliba's free to his right. And I'm like, just play the pass. Just play the pass. Just play the pass. The entire time that back pass goes to him, the idiot goes long. I'm just like, this guy, man. You don't help yourself. He's made it so easy to be dropped. And it's sad because I actually like the guy, but you cannot rely on this guy when pressure is on. You just can't. Loses his mind. Thankfully, we've got the win at the end of the day, but I can't believe I am.
There was the one save he made that I really enjoyed, which was the one
Tony?
from Ivan Toney.
Great
Just-
effort.
Oh,
That volley was fantastic. Left foot is. I thought it was in. I was just in that moment. I was just like, "Oh, this is going in." It was a great save, but it's one of those where
it was like Jamie Vardy against Liverpool. Those
but it felt further
the year
out.
Leicester won the title.
Yeah,
Further
it
out.
felt
though.
further out on his weak foot. Yeah, it was unbelievable effort. Only thing Tony did in the game, but
I will say, and looking back, the summer moves that Liverpool, City, Arsenal made. Arsenal's are just paying dividends, man. Declan Rice with a goal, Havertz with a goal.
I think
in that
Declan Rice is the best player on that team.
It's just
I think he might be the best player on the team. He's
up there.
outstanding.
Yeah. He's been our player. It's difficult because Gabriel, I would say, has been our player of the season. But he won't get those. He won't get those shouts. But yeah, I get what you mean. I heard a West Ham fan describe Declan Rice as a guy who plays winning football. If you know what, when you're in school, you have this one guy that will just always find a way to score goals.
Yeah.
Even if he's playing.
He's the guy. He's the guy. He's like I always want this guy on my team first pick every time because he's gonna win.
Declan Rice is that. I reckon if you played him at striker, he'd find a way to make it work. He just.
I mean, he is slowly moving up the field because he started as centre back, then he went to defensive mid. Now he's getting a bit further forward.
Yeah.
Eventually, we're gonna end up with 36-year-old Declan Rice centre forward banging in 30 goals a season.
Yeah. How many goals does he have? I feel like he's already up like 6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 goals and 5 assists. Yeah.
Yeah, his goal contributions, that's solid for someone who's supposed to be playing, midfield.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah. No, I just wanted to say Arsenal, they're winning the transfer because because their players have performed, the ones that they signed.
Of the three teams, I think funny enough, City's has been the most underwhelming.
Oh
yeah,
I agree.
They don't like Vardiol, the fans. They're not having him.
Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't play, right? He didn't play this game.
They're not having him. They feel like he has no idea what he's doing. That's what I hear.
Kovacic has been
Kovacic
super
is-
uninspiring, right? But
Yeah.
Kovacic is just a squad player,
He's
and
just
then
a-
what? Doku was the other
Doku.
summer signing for
Yeah.
them,
Hasn't
right?
done anything
We've
since
talked
he-
endlessly about him.
yeah, their signings have been pretty uninspiring for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to a team who's always
has-
makes great signing decisions. Man United to Everton 0. United, got 2 penalties in this game. Garnacho won them both. They were both pretty stonewall ones. And they were dispatched, and that was that.
feel
Nothing
like-
much else happened.
I feel like Tarkovsky's tackle is a bit of a disgrace. I don't think you I don't think you can be doing that at Premier League level. That like the ball's gone.
It was just lazy.
Yes,
it was
it's-
just lazy.
But what was he hoping to achieve there? Just feels stupid, you know. Like I understand.
I mean,
the
like
second one a bit
in
more.
that one, Garnacho's isolated him out on the side, and I'm like, just don't dive in.
Yeah,
And then
still,
the
it
second
feels-
one is also stupid because it's
Yeah.
Godfrey.
It is,
Just-
but he is driving through the middle. It's panic. I don't understand Tarkovsky.
That one's a little more like you can understand why the instinct takes over to just dive in.
Yeah,
But
stupid,
yeah,
but
it's
still,
it's not great defending from Everton. Other than that, not much happened in this game. I did see the stat that we did allow 20 shots again, so
I saw
that was
that.
fun.
Yeah.
Shots,
But these
yeah.
were not particularly threatening shots for once.
Your manager, his press conferences, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. The guy
Totally.
comes out and says,
none of
look
us
at
know
the
what's
XG.
going on.
Look at the XG. We completely battered Everton on XG. And it's like, you had 2 penalties.
Two penalties.
2 penalties. And they still had more XG. So I don't understand what you're saying. Like, I know. I think they had similar XG on 2 penalties. It's just, yeah.
They had similar non-penalty XG.
No. Non-penalty
Oh,
XG,
it
they
was-
battered you. They battered you on
Oh,
non-penalty
okay,
XG.
was it? Oh, okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
Because they had like 1.8, 1.7. They all have
I
different
will say
models.
though, I assume Everton's was just
From
spread
the
out over
shots.
their 20
Yeah, from the
shots.
20
Yeah.
shots. Yeah, they didn't really have that many quality chances, I think.
I don't know. It's like people using XG like the way Ten Hag is. Or the way even anyone would be like,
Sounds
oh,
like
Everton had
Benitez.
like 1.8. I'm
Sounds like
this
Benitez
is
and his
dumb.
dossier, except like no one asked you. Like, why are you talking about XG?
Wait, didn't he have another interview midweek where he said something like,
I'm sure
we
he
should have
did.
14 more points because
Yeah, he
of
did.
injuries, something like that.
He did. Yeah.
Like we should be better.
The guy is
to be higher
Excuse
on
FC,
table, yeah.
man. Excuse FC.
He throws him out a lot, yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about how he's compared your team to Arsenal, now Liverpool, like when Klopp first came in, this and that. I'm like, guy, we are watching with our eyes and we see no coaching. Like, what is all this talk about XG? Guys are rubbish. Like, I'm looking at the formation screen, like the formation. I don't know what this is. Nobody knows what it is. I'm seeing no striker and Rashford and McTominay in midfield. Like, no one has any clue what they're watching. It's like it's a 6-4 that they have on the screen. Yeah.
It's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
Look, you know me. I'm done defending any of it. Like, I've run out of patience. I don't care anymore. I'm happy that we won but it was also another one of those, like, we've had so many of these this season where we win and I come out of the win not feeling good.
Yeah.
I don't feel good about this. I mean, the second half just was a complete non-event. God, waking up for this early on Saturday was definitely a decision that I have made in my life.
You are somehow still in the top
and as we
four,
know-
which is nuts.
We're so far back. I don't.
Yeah, but you play
see us
Tottenham and
getting
you
it.
play. Do you play Villa? I think you play Villa, no?
I cannot remember.
Maybe
I
you
know
don't.
we've done.
Maybe you don't. No, you play Tottenham for sure. I don't think you play Villa.
Oh, yeah, no. We played Villa for the second time over Christmas, I think. But yeah, it's it's Man United. It's Onana's still in the clean sheet race. He's still up there.
Yeah,
And there
his
was a
level-
lovely moment. There was a lovely moment where Onana made a save from Onana, and that very much confused me because I was half paying attention.
That's good. Yep.
But I genuinely I don't have much else to say about this.
It's a dull game.
Garnacho played well. Good on him.
He runs fast. I like Garnacho.
Yeah, he runs fast. He's direct. He actually forces defenders to make a decision.
I love the intensity in his game. You need that kind of player in your team, and he's the only one who really scares anybody at the moment. Yeah, Dallo had to remind Rashford how to do his celebration. You see that?
Yeah.
I had to go there, but
get him behind him. It's understandable that Rashford has forgotten, but
scored some goals. Yeah,
scored some.
On Everton's side, they need someone to score goals for them. They really do. They have enough chances and they create enough shots and opportunities and crosses. They don't score. They need goals, and like they're at what 25
DCL
points now.
falling off a cliff has been brutal, because before it was just like, oh, he's injured a lot, but when he's there, he scores. Now he's injured a lot, but when he's there, he doesn't score.
If Luton win their game in hand, very big if, but if they do, it gets really interesting down there. Between
Luton are playing their game in hand in midweek against Bournemouth.
Yeah,
it's winnable.
Huge game right there.
It's winnable. It's definitely winnable. They're away from home, aren't they? That game.
I could not tell.
They are.
Yeah. So I don't know, but if they do, Everton could be. I don't know. They've fallen off. Look at
Forest are below it. Forest are below Everton.
Yeah.
Right now. So there's a couple of teams getting slowly dragged down there.
Yeah, I think Forest have kind of nosedived into it of late.
Yeah,
big time.
Let's just continue on with the top 4 race. Villa against Spurs. Villa losing 4-0 at home to Spurs.
Yeah.
Just oof. I thought this would be a close game. Not surprised that Spurs won. And it was a close game until Villa just completely fell apart in the second half. Weirdly, after Mickey van de Ven got hurt.
Yeah.
Somehow that sparked Spurs.
Again. Was it a hamstring?
Yeah.
That sucks. I really relished in the John McGinn challenge. That whole sequence.
So
guys.
Stupid, man.
Just watch. If you watch everything in slow motion. So he goes in, terrible tackle.
Yeah.
I forget who he tackles.
Was he Udogie? I think it was Udogie. Yeah.
Udogie gets up, ready
he takes
to
a step,
fight,
and then he just goes down. He remembers that, I could get this guy set off. Yeah.
That's that classic, I don't know if you guys watched WWE in like the early 2000s or whatever.
I did,
but that's the classic Ric Flair cell. Get up, take a couple of steps, back down.
Yeah, I can't remember.
And then his teammate, I forget who his teammate was, points to again and just points his head like this. You're the captain.
Oh, he's also doing Rashford's celebration.
Yeah. The whole sequence is pretty
It was bizarre. I don't know what McGinn's doing. He's just lost his head. Emery has this back five formation where I've never liked it. I don't know why he pulled it out for this game, but it's a counter-attacking formation. It's a counter-attacking formation, and it's just the moment they concede first, it just doesn't work because, they have to chase the game. They conceded some really bad goals, but very clinical finishes from Tottenham.
Son with a nice finish.
I was a big fan. I really liked the Maddison goal. The link-up play between, who was it, Sarr and Kulusevski down one side.
Really good. Really good. Watkins had a bit of a stinker, I felt, in this game. He just kept making the wrong decisions on the counter-attack. The first half, I think Villa should have scored at least 1 or 2 goals. They had a lot of dangerous situations.
You could see the frustration growing in the Villa forwards in particular, because Leon Bailey was just in his own head the entire time.
They never play good after. I don't want to say never, but it feels like after they have European football, they played Ajax on Thursday. I think it was 0-0 in that game.
It was. They got man sent off in that game as well, didn't they?
Did they? Oh, okay.
I think so. Yeah. I thought I saw it right.
They're never high flying the weekend, which is understandable. You know what I mean? You had to get the mid game. But that's got to play a factor. But they've lost 4. I think I saw a stat 4 of 5 at their last games at Villa Park after being a fortress for the first half of the season. So maybe Tony's prediction of the Emery crashing
second half of the season,
is starting to come to fruition.
He starts to prioritize European football.
Yeah, that might be
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah,
I hope they continue to prioritize European football, because them falling off a cliff is the only way we have a chance of overtaking them.
if they win though, then you may get knocked out of that spot.
No, because they're in the Conference League, so if they win that, they get Europa League. And we're
Oh,
trying to
you're
get
still talking
Champions
about top 4, so you do have hope.
League. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so,
do have
there's
hope.
always a little
Shush.
bit of hope.
Shush. Don't let them know. Don't let them know I have hope. They'll take it away from me. Let's go from the top of the table to the bottom. Bournemouth 2, Sheffield United 2. Sheffield United have got a point. They were not lost for approximately 1 day. And what a great achievement that was. I mean, they did throw away a 2-goal lead
They
against
stopped playing.
Bournemouth.
They stopped playing.
They
it
did,
was
you know, Bournemouth even gifted them one of the silliest penalty misses of the league this season with Solanke.
Yes, thank you,
I can't wait.
Solanke. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Fucking everyone captain Solanke for a double game week in fantasy, and he fucking slips while taking a penalty, and then has a goal ruled out for handball. It's just peak FPL.
That is heritage right there. Premier League
Yeah.
fantasy heritage right there for us.
Unbelievable.
yeah.
And then Sheffield United still find a way to throw away that 2-goal lead.
Yeah. Who was it that scored the winner? It wasn't was it? I can't remember who scored the winner. The equalizer. It was He scored the late equalizer. Yeah. 32 shots on goal from Bournemouth. Good lord.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Solanke
they...
couldn't get one of them.
Yeah.
Hey, no. Solanke had one of the shots on goal. It was just, the penalty that went
Shots
into
out goal,
space.
sorry, not shots on goal. Shots
Yeah.
out goal. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how Sheffield United pick up points, but yeah, good for them. They're contributing. Yeah, they're contributing. So
They're here. They're playing. And, it was nice of them for them to go 19th for a day until Burnley also threw away
They
a
also
2-goal
threw away
lead
a 2-lead,
against
yeah.
West Ham. 2-2 there.
it's just two shit teams.
A lovely goal from Datro Fofana that we briefly mentioned already.
Yeah.
They were, and then they got the own goal from Mavropanos as well, just before half time. And then coming out, you think going at half time 2-0 up,
Stop playing.
the talk has to be keep it solid,
Stop
make sure
Yeah.
concede a goal 1 minute into the second half,
The
Yeah.
defending, terrible.
and then concede to Danny Ings.
They
twice
conceded
to
2
death.
goals.
Twice,
So
yeah.
that means one was ruled out for offside.
Yeah.
I think it was offside, yeah.
I'd forgotten that Danny Ings was still on the books at West Ham.
Me too. Lovely finish for both.
Mm-hmm.
He's got that instinct about him. I'm surprised he doesn't play more, but yeah, I guess Moyes has his team set up.
I think he's also been dealing with a lot of injuries in the last few years, I think.
Yeah.
Antonio as well has been dealing with injuries this season, but he came on and he made a
Yeah.
difference.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say Phillips came off at halftime, and then they scored 2 goals, so it
They-
continues his terrible run. Yeah.
We're signing.
Disaster.
I can't remember the last time I saw a signing this bad. As far as a start, yeah, it's not looking
So-
good.
The big battle at the bottom between Sheffield and Burnley rages on. Burnley
Yep.
just keeps that.
They have their own
red.
thing
Does it rage on
It rages
so much
yeah,
as
it rages
gently
yeah.
continues?
Because they have the same record. It's all about that goal differential right now, and Burnley has a lot of work to do to catch up. They won't
Sheffield
bottom.
has
Yeah.
they conceded 74 goals. It's impressive.
They are
74
gunning
goals.
for that record. The record is conceding 100 goals in a season.
100 goals.
That was
yeah.
done in 42 games.
Oh, so
done
it
in
was not
42
Derby
game
County.
season.
Okay.
No. It was I want to say either Oldham or Swindon, one of those like early Premier League teams.
How many goals did you say it
But-
was? 100 and what?
100.
100.
100.
So
on
we're
the dot.
26 away.
26 and 10 games.
It's
I mean,
doable.
it's not unheard of. You know?
I mean, they do concede 6s and 7s, so it's doable, yeah.
Yeah.
8s as well. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Once Bournemouth equalised in this game, I was fully expecting them to go on and win too.
Yeah.
I'm almost surprised that they didn't, even though there was like no time left.
Man United were supposed to play them next, but that's been suspended. So
we would lose to them. We would find a way. you think the one thing that was...
You almost did, but you won. It's at Old Trafford. I think you'll win. Chelsea play them as well. So
yeah, I think only Liverpool and Tottenham could probably rack up goals against. Actually, Newcastle could on their day, but yeah,
Newcastle already did, didn't they?
Didn't they buy?
Yeah, they beat them 8-0.
Guess what? They played them again. So
I thought that was at St. James's Park. That was away from home.
Away from home.
Man.
Fucking hell.
They're weirdly worse at home. It's astonishing. Let's move on. A team right outside the relegation zone. Brighton 1, Forest 0. Forest are in trouble here. I mean, the goal that they conceded was an own goal where their goalie punched the ball in off their own defender.
Mm-hmm.
It's embarrassing. And it just
lies
out
right
on the floor trying to get a call from the ref. It's poor goalkeeping. I don't remember much else in this game. I don't remember.
There wasn't much else.
They actually had a fair amount. I wouldn't say fair amount, but they had some chances. Gibbs White has stopped scoring recently. I don't know.
He's a midfielder.
But he was he was scoring, in the first half of the season. I think it's that signing Nuno as manager was the wrong call for.
Yeah,
Forest.
very uninspiring signing.
Yeah.
Enciso had an effort, I remember, that was really nice from distance. He's a player I like. But Brighton got battered in midweek, didn't they? Yeah, to Roma.
They lost 4-0 to Roma.
Roma, yeah. So their season's kind
Daniel De Rossi's Roma.
Yep.
Who are doing really well, actually.
Oh, as a complete aside, I saw something over the weekend that made me feel very old, and it's not Daniel De Rossi coaching Roma. Tom Cleverley has been named interim manager of Watford.
Yeah,
and I saw that, and I did not... I was just like, good for Cleverley, but I don't like this. I feel my age right now.
Wait, is he player manager or just manager?
No,
manager?
I think he's
interim. I think it was interim manager. I think he is. I think he was on the coaching staff or something there.
Who was the manager?
Oh, it could be anyone. It's Watford. There is a chance that one of the three of us was manager at some point.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
But yeah, that is my complete aside that I just remembered that I did want to mention.
That's pretty wild. I would not be.
But yes, Brighton Forest.
I was gonna say Forest is in trouble. Like if we were talking about that Luton midweek game, and I hope, Luton is the one team out of there that at least they look inspiring sometimes. They have a fight in them. These other teams that are struggling around them, it's just they're not scoring goals. They've kind of lost a bit of it, and Forest is for sure. They're in a wrong path right now. I don't know when they will.
I think if Luton win midweek, I think they stay up. And I do think it will be Forest that go down. Because
this is all before that potential points deduction that Forest are facing as well. Yeah. Because Forest and Everton are still being investigated.
I think that's bullshit. I really don't think
it's coming in so late. Yeah. It's so dumb.
You're fighting all season based on, like Everton would be in the relegation zone right now if they didn't have their points deduction adjusted. You know what I mean? It's it doesn't make sense, but because what are you fighting for at this point? It ruins the sporting integrity of the season.
There's no date for that announcement. They're just kind of waiting. They're still waiting.
Just waiting.
I think the talk is that I think the talk that will come in April, which is insane. And then if they appeal it, which if you give them a deduction, 100% they're going to appeal it to get either reduced or taken away.
I'd be suing if I was Luton. Who is it? Was it? I can't remember who sued the league for the VAR.
It was Sheffield.
It was Sheffield.
No.
No, Sheffield sued for
Sheffield sued for West Ham. West Ham illegally signing
Tevez
and Mascherano.
But I'm talking about I think Aston Villa.
Didn't Leicester sue whoever for when they got relegated? Was it Everton? Did they sue Everton? No.
I don't know.
Leicester suits someone for sure. I think I forgot who it was now. But anyways, I don't know.
I'd be suing the league for, ruining the season. But anyway, that's all. I mean, that's all by the wayside.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about Luton briefly now. They drew 1-1 away to Crystal Palace, a late equaliser. Last kick of the game from Cauley Woodrow.
Yeah.
I mean, the cross and the header for that were absolutely perfect. I think it was Andros Townsend with the ball in. Yeah. And then the little flick from Woodrow was brilliant.
Yeah. No,
I don't know how they pulled that out of the bag because they were battered for the entire game.
Battered them. Oh yeah. The goal from Mateta was nice. It was the vacuum beauty.
I mean, then he had a miss in the second half that was really bad.
That's Mateta.
Edouard hit the crossbar, I think. Right, Eze had a couple nice chances, and they just couldn't get that second goal, and Luton just stuck around, and then. Yeah, get that late goal. That could be a huge goal.
I think they do it, man. I really want them to beat Bournemouth.
I do too. Yeah. And of all the teams down there, they're the one team that actually plays.
It's interesting.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're fun. They'll be relegated next season if they stay up. But at least let them achieve something this year.
We'll get a good story out of it.
Yeah.
And then finally, the last game of the week was Wolves 2, Fulham 1. I mean, Fulham just didn't feel at the races in this one. Even their goal that they scored was with the last kick of the game from Iwobi. But, good win for Wolves. Keeps them
23 shots from Fulham, by the way. Yeah, it's crazy. Wolves, I think the big story here is Neto again.
He got injured. I know the hamstring. He just can't stay fit. That's worrying.
There's a lot of talk about him being sold in the summer. I look at this guy and I'm like, I'm not sure you're the right investment.
It's a ticking time bomb, so that means Man United, come on down.
I mean, I would still take him if I were you. You don't have a right winger.
Probably.
You don't have a right winger.
He'd be good for the 10 games a season we'd get out of him.
Yeah,
or he'd go the way of Tyrell Malacia.
If I were him, I wouldn't go to United, but,
Yeah, I wouldn't. Look at our medical staff. They're clearly not to be trusted.
So that rules out Chelsea too. So
at his peak, he's still a
fantastic
very exciting football player.
But when you're a player that relies on speed and you keep getting those hamstring injuries, it's not great. Yeah,
it's tough. But Wolves with the win, that's just really sucker punches us because now we got to catch up to Wolves.
There's no way for Chelsea. They're 11th.
Okay.
Fulham would have overtaken them, so Wolves have really done you a favor here.
I guess I see it that way. Yeah,
they still kept you top of
the West London League.
Okay. Yeah.
You do have 2 games in hand, so
we did 2 games in hand, and one of them is against 10th place Newcastle. So, which is today, by the way.
That's the game that's coming up today. Chelsea Newcastle. How are you feeling, Tommy?
It was good. I had a fun, enjoyable football weekend. You know what I mean? Watching all the games, all the results, and now having to watch Chelsea, the fun will go away. And I guess I got to relish in the fact that I know we're gunning, for that 10th place spot. So we should be really up for this one, raring to go. And I think we're at home. I believe we're at home against Newcastle. So whether that means something or not, I don't know. But you want a prediction? That's what you want, right? That's what we're coming here for.
Yes. Well, I just asked you how you were feeling, and I've let you go since. You've just been going.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be about football, Tommy. Just in life. How are you feeling?
I just got this annoying cold this whole week.
Shit time of the year,
man. It's that weather change, man. It's that weather change. It always gets you.
It always gets me. It's been lingering. You wake up a little sore throat and try to talk. You can hear my voice now, right? Kind of.
Tommy, you don't have to take it in this direction.
Hey, no, hey, Tony, I'm talking to my friend, please.
Oh my God, yeah.
But you know what? You remember last week we had a little. You guys had a little discussion between who is better. Someone I forget who we talked about. And I said Morgan Gams Pedersen or Ward Prowse. You guys had a little discussion, right?
Gams all day.
And I said,
we both said Morton Gamps Pedersen.
Yeah, I said, but you guys argued about, who else did you argue about?
It was Brennan Johnson, Gabby Bonlahor. Brennan Johnson, who did score this week.
Johnson and Bonlahor. All right, I got one for you here. All right, Nicholas Anelka or Son.
Nicholas Anelka.
Who's the better player?
The moment you said Nicholas Anelka, I'm saying Nicholas Anelka.
You're saying
Nicholas Anelka is a bad boy striker.
He was there. What does his
Son.
say?
I said Son.
He's going to say Son. But I think Nicholas Anelka was a bad boy striker who didn't care about football. He's just, yeah.
That much is true.
Nicholas Anelka
was a very good player who just did not give
phenomenal.
a shit. And and I am always forever happy for indebted to Nicholas Anelka for missing the penalty in the Champions League final against us.
He was top scorer one season, right, with Chelsea, I think.
He was one season, for sure.
Look at the clubs he played for, like Arsenal in the double-winning season, Real Madrid, PSG, Liverpool, Man City, like
he
Bolton.
Top clubs.
You know? Bolton. But then Chelsea. I don't know. Son is more consistent. I think at the peak...
You know what's going to be very funny at this point in the recording is... People watching on YouTube are not going to see video anymore.
Oh, what did you do?
Because my computer has run out of video space storage.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm going to have to go back. It's going to be fine. We'll carry on because there's only a few minutes left in this episode. We just need to get some predictions in. But it's going to be very funny when talking about Nicholas Anelka causes our video to cut out.
Yeah. Nah, Nicholas Anelka.
Anelka
has his own documentary, man, where legends are talking about him. Anelka is a bad boy striker. Yeah. Okay. Good throwback. Okay. Always love talking about Anelka, but yeah.
All right. Let's get the predictions then.
Yeah, Tommy, fire us away.
My first.
Start us off, fire it.
Yeah, you were struggling there.
I have a headache, man.
I haven't heard a single pun from you this episode. That's not. Yeah, I'm surprised.
I told you, man, I have a headache. Yeah. I'm struggling right now.
That extra hour is taken away from the puns.
Honestly,
I want to say we're gonna win this 2-1. Wow. But I don't really have. I don't have faith in that prediction. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna say we win 2-1, but it's not strong.
Tony, how are you feeling?
I genuinely have no idea. These are two random clubs. Random clubs.
You spin the wheel of football results, see where it lands.
1-1. Why not? I've been avoiding using that for a while, so I'm just gonna say 1-1 feels low for these two teams. But
there's goals in this game.
I genuinely think it's gonna be a mad 3-3 draw.
I'll go for that. I'll watch that game.
Yeah, I could see it. Two teams that I just love transition football. They don't control games.
I'd love chucking the ball in their own nets.
Yeah. Yeah, 3-3 sounds about right.
Hopefully we see that, because that'll be very fun.
Split the difference, 2-2. So,
yeah. Give us all a distraction from work on a Monday.
It's at 4. The game's at 4 because of the time change.
For England.
Yeah, I mean...
So I don't even get to start...
Yeah.
Useless.
Yeah.
Well, for more useless stuff, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 442. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. See if I can clear some space on my laptop so videos don't cut out again. Thank you for joining me, Tommy.
Yeah, thanks guys for getting me through my Monday morning so far. So yeah.
So far, it's early. Yeah. You got time.
You got plenty of time. So yeah.
Thank you for joining me, Tony.
Good stuff, boys. As always, I enjoyed the chat.
Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.